Okie doke. Welcome back. Last time you were here, you entered stealthily to the residence of one cloud giant countess. On landing, you've opened a door, climbed up a battlement with some ballistae, and fought two air elementals with some Aarakocra simulacra, which seem to be made out of ice and snow.
Yeah, it rhymes.
After nearly being blasted off the stairs, you were able to defeat these enemies, and currently you are in a courtyard that is empty, with a door closed about 300 feet to your left, or to your west, if you want to use cardinal directions.
All right. I'm gonna go ahead and use my 1-a-day cure wounds from the mandolin.
Okay.
Oh, right. I don't have it set like that. Whatever. Okay.
I'm assuming you're healing yourself?
Yes. For 14 plus my modifier, which I believe is a 3.
That's pretty good.
No, it's a 4, so 18.
It looks like it averages out.
Yeah.
Anyone got any potions? I took a beating from those air elementals.
I've got 2, so I can give you one.
I appreciate that. That's 2d4?
I believe so.
Yeah, it's 2d4 plus 2. Oh, it's 6.
I'm gonna cast Cure Light Wounds level 2 on Creek.
Okay.
Wait, when did you learn magic?
That has
I'm
magic.
actually
I'm using.
out of
I still
character
have
knowing that
Pass
you're
Without
a
a Trace
ranger.
on you, dum dum. For 13 damage.
Didn't notice. 13 damage?
Whatever. Damage restored.
Hey, damage to zombies, okay?
I
Oh, it does.
stab
You
your
healed 13
wounds
damage.
away.
Understood.
13 damage be gone.
Okay. Anything
All
else?
right, that's. I'm feeling much
No,
better.
because I don't have any more level 2 spells.
Okie doke.
I guess we just tromp our way over?
No, we stealth our way over, for fuck's sake.
But are we gonna... Do we want to pause this?
No, I'm okay.
Alright.
I'm gonna see if I can stealth over to here and open up this one, because we know that there was a ballista here. We don't. I'm not sure about this one.
Okay. As you approach, you see a similarly made wooden door, the same make as the one that you left from the other battlement.
So 24 is stealthing upward and trying to open the door. And
Okay.
I'm gonna try to pull on it if there is anything to pull on.
Yes, there's a handle.
Okay.
It would require you to do a standing jump, though, to reach it.
All right. Would that be acrobatics or athletics?
No, standing jump is just your standard. It's a standard standard amount of height based on your strength.
Oh, my strength is 12.
Usually strength mod.
So 1.
No, oh wait, for
Might be strength mod plus 2, I forget.
yeah, I know for a long jump it's based off your strength score, but yeah, high jump I'd need to double check.
Okay, 3 plus your strength mod. If you move 10 feet immediately before the jump, if you make a standing high jump, you only jump half the distance. Luckily, this is only about... Oh, actually, no, it is about 5 feet up. So you'll need a bit of a running start.
Can you not just climb up?
There's like
Or,
rivets
like-
in the door where there's little handholds. You can make a climbing check.
Either that or do the
Right,
Breath of the Wild thing
probably
where he
athletic.
kind of starts
20.
walking up the wall.
Yeah, you can make
I'm
some
gonna
handholds.
Skyrim the shit out of this.
Yeah, you
Real
can jump
quick.
up.
I'm gonna go ahead and, just so that we don't forget, scuttle back to where the rope and hook got tied and retrieve those.
There you go.
I mean, we
Very good.
killed the elementals, I think,
The
and the
elementals.
simulacrum, I think.
I guess I have to kind of like swing to pull it open, wouldn't I?
Yeah, you can shift your weight like backwards, and that'll be the kind of pulling motion you wanted to do.
I have him stay on there, grab his legs, and pull.
Very well.
Wait,
We
are you two trying to yank out the python?
no,
it's a door.
No.
Upon doing that, the door will swing open, revealing a ballista, another barrel full of iron bolts, and a large chest.
Huh.
Also, in the future, please refrain from using any words that could be construed as moving fast or loudly, as we have been bitten in the past based off our wording.
Mm-hmm.
Does this look locked with perception, or is it?
Nope, it doesn't have a latch. It just has a lid.
I'm still
Sorry, it
gonna.
doesn't have a lock. It just has a latch and a lid.
Okay. Well, I'll try opening it since I don't think I see anything that would be weird. It's a
You'll have
giant
to-
mimic.
It is a giant chest. So again, you'll have to get on someone's shoulders or lift up to
Hey, Creek.
fully open it.
Yep. Oh, you want Staxies? All right.
Okay.
We need
As
your
you get up
noodle
on Creek's
arms.
shoulders, you can lift up the rather heavy but not too heavy wooden lid, revealing a chest full of boulders, each the size of a man.
I don't know what I was expecting.
There are about 30 of them in total.
All right, well, I'm done here.
Man, they keep the boulders in such a storage
Order.
case. All right. Now can we head over to the door?
I mean, there doesn't seem to be anything else left unless there's something around this corner.
I'm not quite
Nope.
sure how much of presence we have, what with any kind of ruckus we made with the elementals and such. But I'll try to be sneaky.
Very well.
In general, we seem to be trying to infiltrate this place. It might be best to
I
be
believe you are
quiet
all
and
affected
use
by
that.
Pass Without Trace.
Exactly.
Oh,
Alright,
we
well,
are. Okay.
Do we just do like a group roll, or do you want us each to individually as we move?
I'll say you go ahead and make your stealth roll as you shepherd the party, as long as you stay within 5 feet of each other.
All right, so that's 21.
All right, just tie
Get
us
close.
together, fam.
Put a rope around your necks and off you go.
Yeah.
Oh God, I don't want to put a river around my neck.
All
You
right,
all,
so
you all stay within a very contained group and hunch over, trying to move as silently as possible through this battlement.
I press control and the word hidden comes up. Feels like Fallout
That was
stealth right
Skyrim.
now.
So we'll
No,
try to get to
Skyrim
the
would be a
door
giant closed
stealthily.
eye.
Okay, go ahead.
Well, we're no longer within 5 feet. It breaks.
Yes, yes. I can
Well,
imagine
again-
you're all traipsing across together. So don't worry about the lag in movement.
Like
Oh, if
Harry
that's the
Potter,
case.
like the invisibility cloak in Harry Potter.
Nothing happens
Unless
as you all
something
cross the
happens.
bridge.
Okay.
So for fast forwarding sake,
No, wrong. There you go.
This door is decorated in a cloud motif.
Fitting. Do we want to check if the door is locked or not first? Believe we've learned a lesson.
I'll try
Door
to
is
stealthily
closed.
push it
It's
open.
closed.
Pushing it. The door seems to give, but a gentle push doesn't open it fully.
That's for the best. Let's see if we can open it just slightly enough to see through it.
can I apply some strength to give it a bit more give and hopefully with some finesse and not just slamming it open.
I'm believing you're just kind of tactilely just inching the door
Yeah.
forward.
Yes.
Okay,
that
roll me
is-
strength.
That is a good way to put it. Strength.
Yes, go ahead.
You got it. Both of us or just me?
Creek, roll, and then Shall roll to aid.
Is that a thing anymore?
I believe it is.
Okay.
Well, okay then.
Aiding, if they pass the aid check, then you can make the roll with advantage. That's
I thought it was just you gave someone advantage with an
So I
action,
rolled a
but
10.
I might be off.
So did I.
Oh, maybe you don't have to
There's
roll
the
for
aid
You're
spell,
right.
but I think that might be it.
You have advantage, Creek, if Shall's aiding you, so go ahead and roll another strength.
Here we go. Help action. The creature... When you
No.
take the help action, the creature you aid gains advantage on the next ability check it makes to perform the task you are helping with, provided that it makes a check before the start of your next turn. And then you can
Very good.
also
Well-
do the same to give someone advantage on an attack.
Oh,
Presumably a 10
Creek is,
doesn't get...
Creek is showing remarkable restraint as he tries to gently but firmly push the door.
Yeah.
You get a tiny sliver of sight before it quickly closes in again. In that frame, you see that there's a long hallway with doors about 50 feet on your left and your right, but the hallway continues down beyond sight. It is brightly lit with lanterns on the top of the ceiling.
Also,
Try
did it
that
close
again.
itself, or was it just kind of they weren't able to?
Push it
The
open
door
all the
didn't
way. I'm
close
pretty sure.
itself, but it seems like it's set up in a way so that wind couldn't blow it open. There's
I
like
see.
a spring.
There's
There
a-
must be a spring or something. Holding
There's
it
some
shut.
type of
Must be a
counterweight.
tornado coming through.
All right.
It's
all
like
right.
they get drafts every so often over here.
Mhm.
Well, you three get to it.
All right, I'll aid Creek again.
All right. This time I'm gonna try and give it a bit more push. Seeing so like, did I feel the resistance from the door?
Oh yeah, the resistance is quite formidable for someone of your size. So you'll have to roll a strength to open it fully.
Yep. That's what I meant. Like, all right. I'm gonna give it another shot.
Advantage.
Gah!
And I'll do a sarcastic flex towards Mateus, telling him, "You must have me confused for some other tiefling."
You seem to be having trouble
Good
here, Creek.
God! Yeah, I know.
I mean,
said,
nothing's happening. You can keep rolling for.
Roll up my sleeves and show you how it's done. Oh, I thought I had that
Alright.
15.
Okay,
Okay.
I think a 20 gets us open.
You kind of
You would think.
spit on your hands and rub them together for grip,
Shia
and you
Kazim!
just push it with your creek might, and the door will slowly swing
Now-
open.
I'd like
Well,
to
no,
make it
clearly what
known
he
that
does
not
is he got
only
more
do I use
surface
my
area.
green light,
Yes,
I
obviously.
also use the mechanisms for extending my noodle arms to make it push even more.
As you push the door open, however, a bell sounds from the door, emanating out through the hall.
That can't be good.
And this is why we're scared of doors.
A little bit. Oh well.
Okay, well,
Is
let's
it big
just-
enough for us to move through?
Yes, the door is quite open now.
I
it's
mean,
extremely very open.
once we see what we see,
Fool us.
Yes, I would like
You'll-
to know
You'd all
what is in.
You can all take a round's worth of actions.
Can we see what's inside?
Oh yeah, I guess you're allowed. To
we
say no.
we need to see what's inside before we decide.
Oh boy.
Not much to work with, huh?
I mean, oh, what's the distance
Don't
looking
worry.
like? Oh, that's not measuring. 30. Can't pass without trace. It might be good to just kind of hide somewhere.
Yeah,
The
not many
closest door is about
options there.
60 feet away.
Oh,
Yeah.
also, well, FYI, there is a little bit of gap in fog of war here.
Well, I didn't draw it, so oh well.
But take that! Roll 20 designers.
Do we want to go to the right or left door?
Hmm.
Left, I guess.
Well,
Alright.
is the bell constantly ringing, or is it just kind of like
Or is
one
it
of those
dong?
little like
Ding
7-Eleven
dong.
bells? The door opened so it brushed a bell.
Roll me Arcana. 'Cause
Oh,
You can't see a bell.
But can I hear a bell?
Yes, you can. Yes, Shal, you believe this is an alarm spell?
Bing bong.
Okay, fair enough.
Hmm.
Oh, we're gonna need to make a break for it one way or the other, unless we want all of the people.
I'm
Unless we
gonna
wanna do that-
try and use my one-a-day dispel magic that I have.
little late. Well,
Oh,
uh,
I mean,
did we identify it as alarm? Like, do we know the functionings of alarm?
Shal
what
says,
I'm-
I know the spell. It's an alarm. Somebody's been notified of our entrance.
That's what I was afraid of. That someone
It's too
knows
late.
that it's been triggered, even if the sound has been stopped. So
Let me-
I'd save
let me
that
just say
dispel.
something real quick about alarm. Okay. Shell,
Yep.
identify it. You believe the alarm is coming. Oh, sorry. You believe the alarm has been sent somewhere around here.
Oh,
Okay.
And it can be both, right? Because I know some spells you have to pick.
Can you explain?
Well, I'm just thinking because I know some warding spells are like it sends a ping to your mind or sets
Yes.
something off.
Yeah. So the alarm spell, whoever casts it will get like a mental alert.
Gotcha.
Ring.
okay, so then.
So no point in dispelling it at this point. It's from down there. So try and get one of the north doors open, hide in it, and close it ASAP.
we don't
Yep.
have this. We don't have the speed for that.
I mean, we can get up to it, and we'll see what happens from there. We can be stealthy still in this room.
And you still have Pass Without Trace casted
Yeah.
on you.
That's a fair point. They can't magically trace us, right?
No, it prevents magical scrying or location.
So if we can get out of sight, I think we should be fine. Or we just hide.
I say we go to the closer.
Or we just hide, like, on the
Yeah, we-
edges of the crenellation and just hope they pass us by.
Are
Sure.
the crenellations big enough to fit us all?
They're giant-sized, I'm assuming.
Yes, you can easily squeeze between them. In fact, it can hold up to 2 people for each crenellation.
Oh, someone's got to deal without the pass without trace, and I say it's me because I have bad. Actually, I have okay Dex. Never mind.
Pass Without Trace adds 10 to your stealth roll. I'm pretty sure we're
Yes,
all
but
gods
yes,
now.
but that's 10 to our stealth roll while we're near Ron.
I see what you're saying. So if
I see.
if we did that, we'd have to split up.
No,
What's the
it's
distance?
okay. It's within 30 feet.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Well, that's okay.
The
I
only
guess let me-
thing that you need to do with Ron was that Ron rolled for all of you when you were
Oh.
going across the bridge.
Yeah. Okay. Fair
Each
enough.
creature you choose within has yeah. So it was just we all had to be within 30 feet at the start of it. So now we can go our separate ways and still have the bonus as long as he's concentrating.
Yeah.
Yes.
Cool. So yeah, I like the crenellations idea honestly.
Okay.
The only issue I
everybody-
could see with that is let's position ourselves kind of towards the back ones so we can see whoever closes it. Because if we're like here, we wouldn't see. We get a good sight still. Never mind. So how do we want to do? 4, 1 in each one, or 2 and 2?
Let's do 2 and 2.
This is gonna be just out of my Pass Without Trace.
Well, run. Pass Without Trace isn't. It's 30 feet at the cast. We can go
So you all
miles
have
away
it
from each
for now.
other.
Oh, okay.
Alright, I'll
so,
go to
yeah,
here.
I see.
And I'm imagining
I am
you're
not going to
closing
be at the
door-
closer one.
I imagine you're closing the door after you've opened it.
Yes. Now just listen in really heavily to see if someone comes to
And-
inspect.
I think there's also one other thing we have to do.
Well, stealth, yes.
Yes, all 4 of you roll stealth.
Guess what's
Technically,
getting
that's a 13.
passed to you?
27
Yeah.
after pass.
Fair enough. The ball. wasn't my
31.
court.
Okay,
34.
31.
Okay, pretty good stealth rolls after that one.
What would a 3 even be for hiding in here? Just like
You
slamming my
you
head.
chose to hide, but you're like facing
There's
this
a
way.
bird. It's just a
Yeah.
bunch of birds.
No, there's a
in that
rock
one.
and you stub your toe on it.
No, I'm hiding from the giants out here.
Yes.
Yeah.
After about 15 seconds after finding your hiding spots, the door will open and a cloud giant will come out.
Oh god.
Seems to scan the horizon, not seeing anything in his immediate vicinity, and oh, interesting.
Remember, we had 10 to all these rolls.
Yep.
Yep.
What was the lowest roll? 28?
27.
27. Okay.
And magical means cannot see us.
Yes, but this man has eagle eyes as he looks
Fuck's
through the
sake.
crenellations and spies Freak.
Fuck.
He says in common, "Excuse me, young sir, but did you ring this bell and open this door? Be honest."
I gotta think about it. This is actually something I'd be honest about.
If
Or
he's
if I
found
was
one
a
of us, he's
terrible
found the
liar.
others. I'll step out and say, well, I'll speak in common. Yes, we rang the doorbell.
Ah, and what is your business at Countess Censuria's castle? Keep in mind, as you're talking, the screaming from this creature is still going on.
I guess I'll step out because
I mean, it's a little late.
I've been.
That's fine. If I die, I'll take you all with me. Don't worry.
He still has
Is
the
that
staff
something
with the
you
final
say in
solution.
character?
Oh, hey, no. It's only the first solution until I can get it to 20 charges.
Fair enough. The staff of random escape.
Staff of minor solutions.
Yes.
Does he
eyes
seem
you.
to be like? What? How does he seem to be dressed? He's not like a garbed in soldier gear or anything like that, right?
No, not at all. He's wearing some finer clothing. There's some filigree on his cuffs. He seems curious, not angry or anything, not fear, not surprised. Although he does look around a little bit more and say, "Did you see 2 simulacra around here?"
Who?
No, they were missing when we arrived.
Curious. The Countess one like that. She does so enjoy her pets. But anyway,
Speaking of pets, Scream.
Well. I mean, you needn't be worried.
kind of hard to speak out here, wouldn't you say?
Perhaps. Well, let's speak in the battlements. I'm sure that we'll find some quiet with a
Solace.
closed door as he starts moving this way.
Well,
You know
that
thing
might
where,
not be
like,
necessary. Really, we were hoping to speak with the Countess. We had a deal we would hope to make with her.
Roll me diplomacy
Or
persuasion,
persuasion,
right?
think.
Persuasion. The giant sighs and says, "Yes, and the Countess does seem to be entertaining all sorts of visitors, and I guess it's not my station as to the stature of those visitors. But what you say had better be good. The Countess is in a foul mood today, as you could hear from the ambience."
I see. What
Very
manner of... Well, if you don't mind me asking, what manner of... Well, I guess, have we identified what that creature was making that screaming, or were we able to?
Roll survival.
Okay.
Certainly a survivally check. Everybody can roll that.
I think it's a giant.
1 second, I need to double check this real quick. So if it's a giant or humanoid making that, I have advantage. If not,
Roll once.
Okay.
There's
11.
not a giant nor humanoid.
Good to know. I won't ask about it then, but... Well,
Sure.
it would be
They'll
very...
say, "May I have your name so I may introduce you to the lady?"
Certainly, I will proudly put forth my full name.
This action takes 2 minutes.
No.
And I
It's
imagine that
Mateus of
this-
Palamechia.
I imagine this retinue is your escort, your entourage.
Somewhat. Some is hired help. You know how hard it is to find good help. I point surreptitiously at Noodle Arms McGee.
The giant will sigh and say, "Very well, young sir, follow me." And he will lead you magically through the door.
Ah,
We.
Down
I don't
this
think
hallway.
Shell hasn't revealed himself just yet. I don't know if he said he stepped out.
Yeah, I'm like sticking back a little.
Perhaps
Okay, how are you
following
gonna
us
get through the door?
stealthily.
Are you going to just try to sneak in through the door as it's closing?
Yeah.
Sure, roll me dexterity.
Save or just flat?
I think that might be, yeah, save.
Ah.
Your clasps and your cloak of many furs gets caught, but the giant doesn't seem to either know or care. He leads them down this hallway and opens another door to the south. And I'm just gonna
Oh, okay, thank you.
guide you in. Down here. Then he opens this door. See another cloud giant
I.
maintaining ballistas and balls, and he says, "Ah, yes, don't worry about the guards. While you're escorted, no harm shall come to you, yada yada." As a staircase winds down, I'm going to take you to a different map.
Dude,
Is this one of those situations where there's like one guy who has a really big stride and everyone else is kind of like jogging to keep up?
Kinda.
We're actually being led into the dungeon. This was a trap.
Can you all see yourselves right now?
Yes,
Yep.
I
we're...
saw something for a moment, but then it
Did you have a flooding issue recently? Please, God, tell me that's water.
It says, yes, it rains quite a bit here. A bit of rainwater doesn't hurt anyone, though.
I've heard stories. You wouldn't believe the kind of curses you can get on the ground level.
I imagine to a fire elemental that would be quite dangerous. But who am I to judge? I'm a cloud giant. Leads you
Was that humor?
through another door.
I'm proud of him.
I guess Shal is still sneaky. Leads you
While
to a
he's leading
clear
us, I'll kind
hallway.
of slowly kind of get a little bit and just kind of whisper to Maradi, "So, we got a plan?"
doesn't look like it.
And
And this, let me describe what you're seeing here.
I see 3...
For
Opulent hall features lapis lazuli tile work and murals depicting castles in the clouds, as well as cloud giants chasing silver dragons while riding rocks and golden sky chariots drawn by griffins. Marble bleachers hug the walls near the entrance, across which stands an ornate alabaster throne inlaid with gemstones. Guarding the throne on either side are two life-size statues of cloud giants. Standing at attention, wearing tall helmets with feather plumage and clutching mithril-tipped spears. Set into the floor of the throne is a 10-foot diameter circular hole surrounded by decorative tiles of gold marble, white alabaster, and blue lapis lazuli. Standing at attention with their backs to the hole are 4 more of those simulacra.
Oh, one of them blended in. Okay,
It was underneath my
they're how far? Yeah, I'm like, I only see 3.
The giant that has escorted you say, "Please, stay here as I summon the lady. This shouldn't take more than a minute." And as he starts to walk back towards the hall, Shall, roll me another stealth check.
Oh boy, oh boy. 23.
23, okay. He'll turn back and says, "Sorry, did we forget one of your friends over here?" As he points to the ranger.
Ah, yes, he's quite slow for some reason. Apologies.
He'll come
Shall,
back and say,
over
"Please don't wander
here."
the halls, young sir." The countess
Sure.
would be oh so upset if she heard one of her guests has been wandering without an escort. These giants are trained to kill anybody who doesn't have an escort.
Yes, we wouldn't want that, would we, Shell? Come now.
We wouldn't want to be. Yeah, I don't want to be killed.
well,
I'm
Wait a
gonna
minute.
slowly
I don't
walk
want to be
over.
killed.
But yes, the giant will disappear.
Okay, guys, we got a minute to plan.
Yes. Would you like to plan before I read you the entrance of the lady?
If we're even here at that point.
That's true.
The simulacra attack and kill us all.
You have about 1 minute to plan, so 10 rounds.
Okay, first off, what did I see? Does there seem to be any way out of here from here?
The
Those seem to
hole.
go out, right?
The
Well,
hole in the middle.
Let's
There's the
not.
hole.
I mean,
As
with
you
my
pass
first
here-
6 seconds,
I will-
I'll just. Oh,
I will agree with you as well. You pass through a door here.
yeah. And then there's a hallway we didn't take north. He went to the south.
There's a door here. And then there was, as you saw, there was a path leading
Oh,
south.
what?
You're back in the...
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm free.
No.
I'm free now.
No,
So
stop it.
just to make sure, these on the back are windows. Yes.
What do you mean in the back?
The thing's giving us
I
light
want to
at
think.
the edge.
Yes, yes. Those are definitely stained glass windows.
We're not going
Stained
through
glass
those.
windows. Got it.
First
I
6
will-
seconds, I will actually step up to the hole and kind of look down, assuming the simulacrum don't stop me.
Do not stop you, and they don't even turn to face you. It is definitely a hole without a cover or a rail.
Hmm.
I'm
And
gonna,
I will let you know that as the giant left, he went this way, and then he turned and went this way.
Okay, so we went south.
Yes.
Do I see a bottom to this hole, or does it seem to go into the clouds?
No, it seems to go out into the Evermoors. You can see a bit of greenery on the bottom. It seems like this castle is kind of at the bottom of the clouds.
Okay, so if we fell, we'd be falling all the way.
Yes, this is literally the moon door.
Okay.
we know
these
that.
statues. What are they made out of?
I don't know. Does George R. R. Martin exist in this world? Is he actually Volo?
Nah. Then Volo's guide to everything would never come out.
Very true.
Dun,
Yeah. What are these statues made out of?
He's made out of marble.
Okay. And is it big enough behind for someone to creep behind?
He
Someone
might.
of your side could easily hide and behind the statues.
I
Okay.
would not advise. trying
He's
to-
found you,
Yeah.
so he'd probably tell the lady that there are 4
I'm just
of
gonna
us.
stay here, around here.
Okay, on the seating.
How?
So you're
how-
getting on a raptor.
Yeah. How tall are those? Or
They're giant size, so if you sit down, you can't like clear your eyes over the bleacher. You can stand on it though.
yeah. I'll try to
Maybe
stand
let's
on
not
this.
stand on their bleachers. They may take offense to that.
All right.
Well,
Roll me nobility. Is there nobility in this game?
History. is
history I
closest.
think is the
Roll me
closest. Yeah.
history. Mateus, why don't you roll advantage because you come from a noble house?
Okay. But
Yeah, these setups are very common when nobles hold court. So obviously these are meant to be seating for people. So it wouldn't be offensive to sit if you weren't the one being addressed.
well, also standing on it, not good, not kosher.
You don't really know if giant formality would be offended if somebody tried to stand on a rafter seat to try to get, their eyes cleared. But you can also surmise that because Mateus has identified himself as the person with information, it might be prudent for the help to make themselves scarce.
Okay. Well, I mean, we can try and deal with her. There's a possibility we could perform a task or something for whatever, or perhaps we try and find out what's going on and offer the Cloud Giants a higher position and play off their hatred of the Storm Giants.
Yeah.
Clever.
Like
It is possible that-
maybe we promise to take out the Storm Giant leader for their conch.
It's certainly possible to reason with them, compared to.
We got
other
this
giants.
far and they didn't kill us.
I mean, it seems like they still have at least some bit of, what's it?
Forum.
Yeah, like we weren't killed on sight by this man and they've had messengers in the past. So if they don't accept our deal, perhaps we can rely on, safety of the messenger to just leave. And if not, we can always take a dolphin dive into the moon hole and hope one of us can catch the others with some type of solo fall or flight.
Yeah.
Well, we don't have the flight now, do
I
we?
really wish I hadn't cast some of those spells earlier.
You
I
have
know
something, right?
I
Only
wonder-
one needs to be
I have
done.
Featherfall,
Not in the dark here.
but
Why don't we ask about the screaming? Maybe we can do something
Let's
about
not.
the screaming.
Okay, put 2 and 2 and fish together, and they're in a foul mood while something is screaming. Something pissed off the Countess, and
Yes,
that's
and as
probably
not
what's
seconds go
screaming.
by, you can see that the screams have stopped.
Yeah, so the Countess is probably torturing whatever that is. Let's not bring it up.
Yeah.
You shush now. The help doesn't talk.
Well, can I get inspiration for not talking?
A barbarian is seen, not heard.
Well,
But,
and
yeah,
smelled,
worst-
but we're
worst
trying to
case,
fix that.
I'd be able to target us all with Featherfall.
And you know
Okay.
what? I
Dive
did
out
mention
the
this.
hole.
Mateus, as you've tried to create a diplomatic mission as part of your nobility and your drive to become noticed by all creatures, I will grant you inspiration.
All right, cool.
But anything else before the arrival, as you start hearing footsteps approach?
No, I think we've got our plan. We'll try and reason with them. I'll bring up potentially helping the Cloud Giants against the Storm Giants.
Very well.
I'm just kind of afraid because I feel like at this point, either 1, a dragon, or 2, one of the giants shattered something to try and, rise above their ranks. So if it's the Cloud Giants, we could be fucked. So be
Yeah,
ready to dolphin dive into that hole.
To help with diplomacy, I'll also go ahead and give Mateus a diabardic inspiration.
That will be
Very well.
very helpful.
The,
So I imagine just I make a point poorly, and then you just clang on your harp, and it's like, yeah.
Yeah, so oh no, sorry, I was tuning this.
Okay.
But yeah, do we wanna-
Cloud Giant whom you've already associated with will re-enter and say, "May I present to you, young lord and entourage, the Lady Countess Sensuri, Lord of Lin Armal, Cloud Giant Countess."
Is that
As
the
a s-
person we
Yes.
were told about? I'm
yes.
terrible with names. Just making
A
sure.
female
Okay.
Cloud Giant will enter. She is imposing, thin but tall for a Cloud Giant, and within her hand is a porcelain mask made to depict the image of a sad female Cloud Giant with her face exactly. She holds it aloft in front of her, hiding her true face, as she first walks around all of you, as you feel her eyes slowly pierce into your hearts, and she will take her seat upon the throne, and she'll say, "Thank you, Crisaro. Please, leave us to our conversation." And the Cloud Giant will bow and exit the hall.
Does the mask that she has look the same as the one we have, but not broken?
Definitely not the same face. However, I do remember you favorably rolled for Cloud Giant knowledge. It's very common that Cloud Giants hide their emotions with masks.
Okay, good to know.
Very rich ones will have many masks depicting their range of emotions. This one again is holding a sad face. As she gets to seating herself and making herself comfortable, she will lock eyes on Mateus and say, "I don't know what you told my seneschal, but It's very bold to say you have information for me when I've never met you before. I'm at a disadvantage, sir.
I will name myself as Matthias of Palamechia from one of the noble houses of the far south. You've most likely not heard of it.
She'll laugh and say, the notion of nobility among the smaller races is quite entertaining to me. But yes,
Well,
Matthias.
All
please share
cities
with
need a
me this
ruler.
information.
Yes, so. Hold
I'll
that
sidle
thought.
up the creek and ask.
I'm
if
not
there's
actually
royalties.
saying hold that
Yeah,
thought, but
Yeah, go ahead.
honestly, at this point, need to think through what we were going to actually discuss, because
Did you know he was Royal Creek?
I didn't know he was a noble.
He got medals.
don't worry about it. Well, I think I'd start with my usual thing about saying it's become common knowledge among the small folk on the ground that there is something occurring in the giant caste system. We've seen all sorts of actions taken by all sorts of clans, and we believe we could assist the Cloud Giants take their rightful place.
She'll bristle at the term rightful place and say, fascinating. It almost sounds as if you're not even sure what knowledge to give someone in my position, but you've come very far into knowing that there is an ordning and that the Cloud Giants have been, shall we say, envious of our older Storm brethren. Tell me exactly, what kind of help could you give to one such as I, who only seeks for information in a way to raise my standing?
Let's see. Did we get anything on the Storm Giants real quick? Just to refresh myself.
You know their king's name is Hecaton, and you know that for some reason he's missing.
Also, we know that the princess is, or his daughter is trying to keep everything working.
Correct. His youngest daughter is currently trying to keep all of the Storm Giants' court in order, but it seems that she's not the leader her father is.
Hmm. I really wish we had asked about the Storm Giants. Oh well. I mean, we're this far in, right?
In for a
Gotta
penny and for a
commit.
It's
pound.
time to double down.
Enough with the goddamn gambling terms.
I was talking about the KFC double down.
Good lord, what is wrong with you? I wonder. Do you think I should mention the Cloud Giant who assisted us? Do you think he's associated with them, or
If I remember, no, he was not necessarily a friend. He
You know
seemed
his name
one
is
who-
Zephyros, and
Yeah.
he was kind of like a mercurial. Like his mind wasn't completely whole, but you know that he's trying to reorder the ordering as it was before. So he kind of sounds like somebody who says Cloud Giants should belong underneath Storm Giants.
Mhm.
yeah, I'm not gonna bring him up unless we try
Yeah.
and sell him out. But I think I have a small way out. Giants and dragons hate each other, right?
That's very true. Historically,
Okay.
very true.
Mhm.
Hmm. I wonder what the odds are that one that attacked us is working with one of these groups somehow.
Her name is Ilmarith.
Ilmarith, yeah. Well, no sense, being modest at this point. We've been doing our best to understand what is going on, and we have seen the... Do I bring up the Oracle real quick? What do you guys think?
Was the place that we were where the Oracle resided?
Eye of the Allfather.
Yeah, so
It
is
was kind of
sacred
like
to everywhere, or is
It was.
only
It
for the
seemed
Cloud
like
Giants?
neutral ground, like every
Every
giant.
Cloud Giant tribe every tribe of giant was represented in the Eye of the Allfather, and you know that the Allfather means Aman or Anam, the king, like the god of giants.
Yes.
Okay.
We've spoken.
I think mentioning that we've spoken to the Oracle implies that we brought it tribute, which then.
I mean,
I don't know
it can
how-
only
Yeah,
really
we can show
help
them.
us.
Granted,
I
we
think.
took them from the barbarians, so
Yeah. We didn't steal it from giants. So I'll
Right,
bring up
yeah.
the fact that in our travels we had visited the Eye of the Allfather and spoken to the Oracle the Oracle of Anam, and they spoke of various things we could do, and we decided to come speak with you. And in our travels, we earned the ire of Ilmareth.
Ilmareth.
Yeah.
Roll me persuasion with advantage. You can't see past the mask, but you hear a subtle gasp of air as you mention the word Ilmareth.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. The Countess will straighten
Okay.
and she says, "Why? Certainly anyone who's survived an encounter with the ancient blue dragon must be formidable.
Yes.
That you may be of use to me after all. Perhaps I'm wearing the wrong mask today. I should send Crisaro upstairs to bring my happy mask."
Yay, we made her happy.
Yeah.
Look at us, the good.
I shan't
boys.
afford you any more time, but let's say that you can help me. I believe I have a task for you.
And we are all ears. We'd be more than happy to help one of such regal stature.
Are you familiar with the civilization of Ostoria?
History.
Roll me history with disadvantage.
Balls.
I fucking know.
Whoa.
Oh, too
no.
bad.
Yes! Get fucked!
Wow.
In fact,
Of course I am.
where Mateus grew up, Astoria is a very well-known story, a fabled land in which
Astoria.
ancient dragonkind had made significant gains in their hordes by plundering and destroying magical cities and kingdoms, well before the Sword Coast is what it is today. It seems that many archaeologists and explorers believe that Astoria is kind of like a city of gold. That it's a large dragon horde that's full of magic and crafts lost to this land. It seems like a fool's errand, but if it's true, it would make somebody very rich and very powerful if they found it.
Interesting. Why do you bring up such a fabled land that seems to have been lost to the ages?
You will now drop her mask, revealing her real face. An honor, for sure, as a cloud giant rarely lets down their guard. And she'll say, "I have been entertaining a guest for the past several weeks. He has been very adamant that he has no idea what Astoria is, but I believe that a person of his status would be lying to me about that. Why don't you try and relinquish that information to me? In return, I'll reward you whatever you'd like."
Interesting.
Are we about to
And
torture
I'm
some
putting
person?
two and two together. If you mentioned dragon horde and guest, I've kind of put the
screaming.
pieces together.
I get the feeling it ain't gonna be a chromatic.
Who knows? It might be an evil asshole, but
Oh god, what
see,
if it's
so.
the cultist leader?
it would take
That would be some serious shit.
it would take a
knowing what we know
Herculean
about
effort of knowledge and cunning to find this place, but I believe we would be up to it.
Very well.
Is there anything you can provide us to assist us on this task?
Well, he seems quite resistant to pain. That's
Oh, you meant from him. Oh,
Yeah.
I thought you were going to continue that. Oh, never mind. Oh, of course.
What is your guest's name, I guess?
as far as I can tell, he calls himself Felgalos.
Oh, I thought you were going to say, ah.
Can
Nah,
I make a
I
history
shall
on
not.
that name?
Yeah, she won't strain her vocal cords for such barbaric, guttural noises. However,
Oh, yes, we
she
can.
will crane her large cloud gianty finger and beckon you towards getting closer. Pay mind
If I-
that you don't cross the moon door.
Oh, I see. So she's beckoning me forward and don't just walk
Yeah,
off
just
to
don't
my
walk-
death.
Don't walk off.
Just,
Okay,
yes,
well,
milady.
Before I go, if I die, tell my family hello. I'll slowly approach until she kind of, well, the appropriate distance for my noble knowledge, which I believe
Well,
is
she'll
like
say, "Come,
5,
come,
10,
I have
15.
something for you."
Oh,
And as you get close to her, she will reach into a pouch on her side and produce 2 keys. They're giant size, so they're like they look like pretty big like bars of steel to you.
Thump.
But she'll hand them both to you. As you stagger beneath his weight, barely able to carry them, she'll laugh and say, "Oh, forgive me. It's
May I
so
hand it
long
off
since
to
I've
the
been
help,
tamed."
please?
Yes, please have your
Creek, approach, please. And I will
Got it.
hold these.
walk 10 feet and hand him off the keys.
One
Huh.
key, one key will lead you to Felgalos's chambers, down where I came from in the south. Crisaro will escort you if you need so. The other key will lead to the guest chambers, where you may rest. As I imagine that your journey to get to this abode hasn't been pleasant, as I can tell. And don't worry, I won't hold any of the missing simulacra or elementals against you.
No idea what you're talking about.
I just don't
But,
say anything.
yes.
She'll chuckle.
So how hefty are these keys again? Like rephrasing. How
each key
what's-
weighs about 60 pounds.
Yikes,
Okay, so yeah, several great swords worth at least. But we shan't take more of your time. Thank you for this honor, and I'll bow.
She will rise and say, "Well, with all this free time, I suppose I have time to play with the children. Thank you, Mateus. Please, tell Crisero when you have the information that we both want." And she will take her leave.
All right. Well,
Can
first,
I have knowledge on what, or if that name sounds familiar?
Elgalos?
can I do an Arcana? Well, or would it be Arcana or History to know like dragon naming conventions? Because there might be like fire or red dragons name themselves this way. Bronze dragons have this suffix.
This dragon is particularly famous around here, so go and roll history with advantage, both of you.
Sure.
Mateus,
Chronormu.
you couldn't really quite glean anything from your memory, but Shal has heard stories of a dragon named Felgalos the Unlucky.
Hmm.
A dragon that tends to form himself into a halfling when matters require, and somehow gets himself into the worst situations ever imagined.
I believe it, from what I've heard. And, well, I guess not here anymore since she stopped torturing him. But for now, we are quite tired. Could
Yes,
we...
Crisero will say, "I see you've received the key to the guest room. I shall escort you."
Yes, thank you. And then let's take a rest in the guest chambers. Please tell me that was worth some bit.
Yes, you each gain 1,000 XP.
Thank you.
Wow, all right.
Reaching
Thank
a deal
you.
with the Cloud Giant. That'll level you up, I imagine.
Yes.
Can we also? Do you think this is a good time to call it, or do you? Or do you
It's.
wanna...
I've kind of figured we'd call it before. I'm kind of glad we went through that. It was pretty.
We'll get through whatever you're going to get up to next time, because there's many ways this could play out.
Yeah, at this point, it's kind of not sure where we're going, but we're going. 34,000 for our next level, by the way.
34,000, and what's our current total?
23,747.5.
It hurts me.
Oh. Character Mancer. Welcome to Character Mancer Level Up. The hell?
You've attracted a level wizard. Get out of there. You want your level.
Straight up, the character sheet is
Oh, yeah,
guiding me
updated.
through my level.
He's like a
Oh,
vampire.
do you have free? I thought that was a premium thing.
I have the DVD.
I don't think so, because I don't want to do this because all it has is Draconic Bloodline. Piss off.
Yeah, I guess that'll wrap it up for tonight, and then level up and be ready on Monday.
Yep, sounds good.
Sounds like a
Oh,
plan.
And
will we run on Monday? Because it is a holiday. I don't know if anybody has plans.
I don't
I
have the
don't.
day off, so I was
Okay,
just
me either.
gonna
We'll
Either
say
treat it
your
like a regular
federal
day.
Holiday.
Okay. But yes, that'll be a good place to stop as we, well, I guess we'll get introduced to Mr. Unlucky. Yep, have a good night.
night.
Good night, all.